Anyway, I'm gonna try to keep them straight if I can. I can't keep me straight, so that's pretty good. We're gonna do this one for Mike and Jackie Maddox, for Mike and Annette Moore, Ray Dishman and Cindy, and we'll also do this one for Jake, Angel, Crystal, Jake, Henry, and Ella. Little thing called The Old House. Let me get this open. Go.
Ready? That old house, there once was a mansion on the hill overlooking the town. Where time and then wrecking, where once there was beauty, and soon the old house will blow. And the rain drops from the tree. And old man who walks in the garden and his head is bowed in the morning. I say he built his mansion for the love, and they plan to be married in the park. But love soon withered in the 9 days' summer, and the house is empty after all. Leaving and the rain drops from the tree. And old man who walks in the garden and his head is bowed in the wind. It's that old man who walks in the garden and his head is bowed in this old.
All right. Always doing a great job on that note, Hubert Lawson and the Bluegrass Country Boys. We have already got some requests rolling in, so yeah, I knew that wouldn't be long that would start, so I'm glad to hear that. Folks always really enjoy hearing y'all's music.
Tell them I ain't gonna be here but an hour. If they want me to leave, I wait an hour.
No. I do want to tell the folks listening in, though, that we do have a couple of new sponsors on the Merry-Go-Round, which you need to tell the folks about. The first one coming up, we'll hear from Bledsoe and Associates, and they are local award-winning team and meet you in person or over the phone. Bledsoe and Associates for free consultation and put you on the right track for great insurance. That's Bledsoe and Associates, 794 Old Highway 601 in Mount Airy, and you can call them at 336-719-2228. We'll hear a word from Bledsoe and Associates, and we'll be back with more music on the Merry-Go-Round right after this. 3 again is good.
Okay.
3 is that good?
I'm good.
Rick wanted to know if y'all play Fire on the Mountain
We will.
someday. I mean, not don't gotta be in this minute. Okay. Yeah. Do they let you stay in charge still? Who's in charge? Vera?
Oh, yeah. He's still in charge.
She didn't know it. Oh, that's nice.
Actually, she's always been in charge, just didn't know it.
Oh, he didn't know it. Yeah. Thank Thank you so much, Bob King. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, welcome to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. We'll have in this first hour Hubert Lawson and the Bluegrass Country Boys, and then after the 12 o'clock news, another great group from some of the folks from over around Danbury. That's Crystal Creek, and they'll be joining us. Do a great job as well. Right now, we'll turn things back over to our special guests, Hubert Lawson and the Bluegrass Country Boys.
Thanks again, Jenny. I tell you what, it's always a pleasure to be at the merry-go-round, and pleasure to work for the folks down at the radio station. And you're a pretty nice person too.
Well, thank you.
I mean, I really mean it. You're nice when you're asleep. But I was talking, your husband was doing sound at a place here a while back, and I asked him about that, and he said, yeah, but she don't sleep much.
You are correct.
I'm crazy for that.
You're right.
All right, we're gonna do one now that Lee's gonna pick on the banjos. It's I'm gonna try to help. I don't know. I may do all right. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we're gonna do this one for Billy and Doris Nelson, and we're also gonna do this one for Carrie Stevens, also one called Ruben's Train.
Somebody wanted us to do Fire on the Mountain, so I guess we'll do that one now if y'all want to do it.
Absolutely.
And they better want to do it, because me and Mama's the boss up here, and if she says do it, we'll do it. We're doing it? We're doing it.
We want to do this one for I probably shouldn't say this, but we want to do this for a special guy that we went down last night to Lorraine's Coffee House and listened to Eric and Ben Marshall and their group play. And Eric wanted us to do him a song. Well, Ben wanted us to do him a song, and he told us he wouldn't be up here today because he's tearing out his bathroom and he's working on the bathroom, getting it fixed. So we're gonna do this for Eric and Ben and Tim and Travis and anybody wants to hear it. Little thing called Fire on the Mountain.
And if I don't want to hear it, close off the ears, right?
And let's don't forget Rick down there. He's the one who requested it.
Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Took my back when there came out of home. And trees about the west and I started to roam. 6 more months on that Husker trail. Saying that you must have far as been hell. Down the mountain, lightning in the air. Going in me, oh, sweet boy. We would take this to 5 till 5. Said everything we found, just stay alive. Go for free like we used to get the farm. Said it was a big thing, little thing was a star. Lightning in the air. Going in, oh, sweet boy. These four girls were the evening trees. Came across the blood, find girls in the street. Being shot down for the sake of fun. Won't you feel those of them old fuckers and them lightning in the air. Going in, oh, sweet boy. Useless, worthless pain in it. Lightning in the air. Going in, oh, sweet boy.
Thank you.
Work this poor man to death. What's up next?
We're gonna do one that Lonesome River Band done a long time ago. A little thing called the Carolyn the Teenage Queen. We want to do this one for Calvin, for Margaret, for Bobby and Linda sitting out there. They enjoy it. And Robert and Wanda. I tell you what, we listened to Robert's show last week, and he was up here and he did the whole show for us. I tell you what, Robert and them's a real good band. If y'all get a chance, y'all need to go hear them. They do a fine job. A little thing called Carolyn the Teenage Queen.
Searching for that love, all the passion looks so green. Through the eyes of Carolyn the Teenage Queen. Carolyn, I was thinking as I clean my gun, go out and have a good time, make sure that's not a fun. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. the midnight oil, waiting up for you. And the car pulled in the driveway, the man wore a badge of gun. Said, you got a wife and girl, and I'll make you better come. Hit a red cow on the highway, she put her by me. I stared in the face of Billy White, she's a big monster again. Each night I think of Carolyn, mine beneath the soul. Each night my mind go quicker as I burn the midnight oil. My mind had thoughts of her bad side, my horse was asleep. I'm still in love with Carolyn, Carolyn, the teenage queen. I'm still in love with Carolyn, Carolyn, the teenage queen.
Thank you.
All right, great job, our special guest, Hubert Lawson and the Bluegrass Country Boys. Just a reminder, this last portion of today's program has been brought to you by Bledsoe and Associates, specializing in all the knowledge about the various plans and details, as well as knowing the right questions to ask. They're located at 794 Old Highway 601 here in Mount Airy. Tim Bledsoe and Associates, specializing in helping you understand your Medicare needs, also with great plan options and offering free consultation. Call today for your free consultation at 336-719-2228. And right now, we'll hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's program, and that is Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina. And we'll be back with more music coming up on the merry-go-round right after this.
So is this time okay to do two? Is that all right? Can't find my button. Do we need to move these? Do I need to move the microphone? Do we need to move the microphone? Hey, I've got water. You need water? I don't want to. What, beer? Yeah, pony, we like pony waters.
Thank you so much, Bob King. Appreciate you. And once again, this portion of today's program brought to you by Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina. Right now, let's do about 2 songs before we take another break for the weather. And Hubert, you've been joined by some more folks here up on the stage. Tell the folks listening on the radio.
Yeah, I talked these ladies into coming up and singing for us today. They said that if I would buy lunch, supper, breakfast in the morning, they would come and sing a couple songs. So I'm game. Anyway, these ladies sing over at the church that I go to, and I really enjoy hearing them sing. So I'm gonna swing this microphone around and let them have it. And I'm out of this. Will be Cindy and Ren.
All right. And we also want to do this one for Bobby Wayne, Mannering, and Betty. I know they'd like to hear that Will You Miss Me When I'm Gone, but we're going to do a little thing called Will the Circle Be Unbroken?
I'd like to also thank Hubert Lawson and the Bluegrass Country Boys for letting us tag along today.
And also, this is our version. It uses a lot of old hymns.
Will the circle be unbroken by the time? There's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound of the Savior. Sing, sing and shout the victory. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Thank y'all a whole lot for that. Daddy says he's gonna sit down before he falls down, so we're gonna.
That would be nice. Y'all doing a good job as always. Okay, thank you.
We're gonna do one now that the Dillards used to do on the Andy Griffith Show. Since we're up here in Mayberry, we might as well do that, right? We want to do this one for Jimmy and Peggy Goins. And we also want to do it for Tammy and Perry Leviner.
Do it for me too.
We would do it for you, but you're sitting down. We only do things for people standing up. Little thing called There Is a Time.
There is a time for love and laughter. The days roll past like summer storms. When our winds will follow after. There is love and love is warm. There is a time for us. When time is young and so are we. The woods are green and roll yonder. That is me. There is a time when leaves fall, the woods and rain make it whole. Snow and cold when geese are calling, bring up a fire against the cold. There is a time for us. Great time is young and so are we. The woods are green and roll yonder. That is me, the world is free. Someday you'll home and in the spring, you'll find your love at the setting sun. Frost will come and bring the harvest, and you can sleep when the day is done. There is a time for us. When time is young, and so are we. The woods are green and roll yonder. That is me, the world is free. That is me, the world is free.
Good job.
Great job on that one. Hubert Lawson and the Bluegrass Country Boys will take a real quick break and hear an updated look at the forecast. And we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. This portion of today's show brought to you by Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina.
Ask the cameraman if I broke that camera yet. Nope. Working on it, ain't it? Yep.
About all I can take.
What do you say?
More.
Thank you so much, Bob King. Really appreciate you keeping us on the air this Saturday morning. If you're in and around downtown, we've got a great show today featuring Hubert Lawson and the Bluegrass Country Boys. Also, after the 12 o'clock news, we'll have another great group here on the stage, Crystal Creek. And also, don't want to forget to do this, our sound man back there in the back, Patrick, he's going to be celebrating a birthday, so we need to wish him happy birthday, Patrick. And he's going to get off early today so somebody can take him out to eat dinner. So I said, that's all right. You know, we can do that. Just this one time, don't make a habit of it. So happy birthday. And back to more music now here on the Merry-Go-Round.
Thank you, and I want to say we thank these two ladies for coming up and singing with us today. We listen to them pretty often, and this time I got to play with them, so that was enjoyable. Did you say the sound man was having a birthday?
He is. He's 35 years old.
How much?
35, right, Patrick?
God, he's
35.
getting old, ain't he?
I know. I got him beat by a lot. I can't believe
But
it.
anyway, I want to wish him a happy birthday, and if I'd have known it, I'd have baked you a cake.
I wouldn't eat it.
And you probably wouldn't have wanted another one. Anyway, we're going to do you a song here that I enjoy doing. We was lucky enough to, the guy that actually recorded this song, we was lucky enough to do a few shows with him back a few years ago, Mr. Doyle Lawson the Quicksilver. Now he's done retired, but the band is still working hard. So if y'all hear the band being out there somewhere, go and hear them, because, hey, they just as good without him. I'll take that back, they're not either. Anyway, this is a little thing called A Girl from West Virginia.
She told me that her name was Jeannie. She lived in a cabin on the hill in a coal mining town in West Virginia. I love Jeannie and I guess I always will. I thought I would always want to ramble. I thought I would never settle down. Well, I met her in the hills in West Virginia, in the heart of a coal mining town. I like the sounds of the coal train, back in the hills, hollow coal, with the beautiful mountains all around me. West Virginia, you have won my heart and soul. I thought I would always want to ramble. I thought I would never settle down. Well, I met her in the hills in West Virginia, in the heart of a coal mining town. I thought I would always want to ramble. I thought I would never settle down. Well, I met her in the hills in West Virginia, in the heart of a coal mining town, in the heart of a coal mining town.
I can.
I appreciate it.
We're gonna get Daddy to slide up here to the microphone and sing one for us. Little old country song that he does a pretty good job with.
Okay, you get the right key for that then.
Anyway,
Ed is running this show. I'm just here for riding along.
he's just here for the food. So anytime the food's ready, I'll just holler for him.
What time is the food gonna be ready? I ain't heard anybody say there's coming no food. Anyway, maybe I can eat after we leave. That's right, didn't you say you was gonna pay for lunch if I...
I did.
Oh, That's what I thought, hey. Anyway, this is an old country song called Pass Me By If You're Only Passing Through. Would you look at what came down the road today? Wanted me to be one more mistake you made. Burning bridge as trying to get to you. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. You sure look like the traveling kind to me. Don't stop if this ain't where you'd like to be. I don't know what you're thinking, run into. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Give me a banjo break. I'm not going to be your stepping stone, like so many other hearts that you've walked on. God help me if I fall in love with you. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Pass me by if you're only passing through. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Hey, if you keep on, they'll want me to sing another one. Anyway, I tell you, I usually say something about this every time we're up here. I hadn't today. But we want to appreciate the Eppersons. They're the folks that usually have sponsored this for years and years and years and put it on the radio. They give all the local opportunities to these local musicians to come by and do their things, you know, where if it wasn't for them, probably a whole lot of us would never be heard of. So we really do appreciate them a whole lot. Y'all give them a good hand to do it. That's Mr. Ralph Epperson and his family. What we're doing now?
We're gonna do one now that, it's a Ralph Stanley number, I believe. Yeah, it's gonna be in B flat.
Okay, I'm getting there. Give me time to flatten that B. Got it.
Little thing called I Am the Man Thomas. I am the man, Thomas. I am the man. Look at these nose cones, hair in my hand. They drove me up, Thomas. I am the man. They made me cry. I am the man. I am the man, Thomas. I am the man. Look at these nose cones, hair in my hand.
one final break here in this first portion of today's show and hear a word from one of our new merry-go-round sponsors, and that is Cottage Media 11. They have a great website and also have a listen live button for our station. That's Cottage Media 11, and we're going to hear a little bit more about them. They feature traditional music, faith, and inspirational articles and videos, as well as historical fun facts. That's cottagemedia11.com. We'll be back with more on the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round right after this.
Probably, we're gonna come back with like 12 minutes. No, at least three. At least three, yeah.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to have Hubert Lawson, the Bluegrass Country Boys, for part one of today's program. We've got time for probably three more, and then we'll have a break for the news and bring up Crystal Creek, so don't anybody go anywhere. And once again, Hubert Lawson and the Bluegrass Country Boys.
Thank you, Jenny. Like I said, it's a pleasure to be here again. Good to see everybody out today. The weather's nice, and we're gonna, they said they wanted to feature the guitar on one, so tomato season's not in, so y'all can't throw no tomatoes at me. And I'm gonna play the Wildwood Flower. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Song here that Travis Tritt done. These boys do a pretty fair job on it, I guess. It would be better if they'd let me sing on it, but they said don't. So, little thing called The Corn Don't Grow.
We want to do this one for the Shelton brothers. They like this song pretty good, and if y'all ever get a chance to go hear them play, go out and hear them. They are a fine gospel group.
An old gray house out on the road. Staying back to my team back then thought I need more than I know now. I can't say it didn't want me, it still was a hard road. All in how you dream, turn around, where the cold road. Hard time real, there's the feel, no matter where you go. Now you may choose one, the winds are high, where the cold road. All time real, there's the feel, no matter where you go. Now you may choose one, way high, where the cold road.
Thank you all.
Hey, would it be all right to mention the show that y'all have coming up September the 9th over in Dobson? Would that be all right? This is something new that's going to take place. I want to be sure that we give folks plenty of time to mark their calendars. It is a free show, but over at the Dobson, where they have the Dobson Farmers Market, it's a great big shelter, and they're going to start having some music over there on Friday nights. It won't be every Friday night, but several times through the late summer into early fall. And Hubert Lawson will be there, along with the Bluegrass Country Boys, on Friday night, September the 9th. So be sure and mark your calendars for that. And it will be a free show. You'll need to bring a lawn chair, but I'm planning to be there as your host for that night. And so I want to make sure everybody knows about that way in advance so you can mark your calendars. That's September the 9th over in Dobson, North Carolina at the Farmers Market.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too, me too. Well, we got time for one more. What you got?
What I need for you to do is, if you come and bring 2 chairs, because I'll need one too.
I'll do that. I'll be sure to bring you a chair.
They said I could sing the last one, so if you leave, it's gonna be this other band back here's fault. It ain't gonna be mine. I'm only kidding. Looking forward to hear these guys. I've enjoyed myself. Hope you have. If you did with the Bluegrass Country Boys, tell everybody. And if it done nothing you like, just don't mention it. This is a little thing that the country gentleman done. What's the name of it, Eddie? You remember?
The Matterhorn.
The Matterhorn, yeah. We started out a burn one sunny August morning, just before it was against the Matterhorn. There was Albert, was Trevin, and John the Irishman. Oh, me and Bill Britton, mad dogs in the sun. Matterhorn, Matterhorn, men have died, men have tried to climb the Matterhorn. The mighty Matterhorn. Now 2 miles up and lost John, the rations fell below. Al and Bill were lying in the avalanche of snow. Here I am alone, I know I cannot stop. Oh, 2 more yards in front of me before I reach the top. Matterhorn, Matterhorn, men have died, men have tried to climb the Matterhorn. Now here I am a-dying upon the Matterhorn. Not a grave for me to lie in, not a place to keep me warm. The Queen would surely like me if I could get back down. It's closer here to heaven than it is back to the ground. Matterhorn, Matterhorn. Men have died, men have tried to climb the Matterhorn. The mighty Matterhorn. The mighty Matterhorn.
All right.
Y'all have a good day, and we enjoyed it a lot. Thank you much.
Have a big hand for Hubert Lawson and the Bluegrass Country Boys. Always do a great job. Thank you once again. And don't anybody go anywhere. We do need to hear one more word from our sponsor of this portion of today's merry-go-round. That's Bledsoe and Associates. Also, we'll thank Price Tower Equipment and Cottage Media 11 for bringing you this first portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. And with that, we'll send things back to you, to Bob King, and hear some local news from our own Kelly Epperson, a quick look at weather, and then back with more music on part 2 of today's show featuring Crystal Creek. You're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ.
Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna get up here and get you another beer.
Great as usual, always. Yes. Yeah, she's gonna put, we changed the date, so I'll have to go back and change that on the website. I'll try Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Mr. Jimmy. I haven't seen you in a long time. We used to see you all the time at the Fifth Sunday Singing. How's everything going? Good.
No, not this time.
Be very careful.
I told you that was
So, hope I didn't embarrass. Got his little guitar with him and everything.
Oh, it's great. Thank you so much. I always have a good time. And I'll see you September the 9th, if not before. I hope.
I don't know. I mean, I have to look this. I might.
Yes, look through it. They're out here.
We can't see anything more. They come out church. And,
I will definitely watch it.
but, I can get, I got Ian's number, Pam. I can get your number. I'll let y'all know when the next Fifth Sunday Singing is. Maybe all of you, or some of you, or just you, or somebody to sing. I'll let you know. Good to see you, Lynette.
Good, dog.
My trophy. Way down on that car.
And if I remember, it's red.
It is not. It's great.
Y'all gonna stay a minute or y'all gonna?
Hey, what you gonna?
We're gonna get these things.
That's your show.
Oh my gosh.
That scared me to death. That's the highest I've ever seen.
This could be exciting.
they check glucose in the other aisle, I ain't gonna do it. Didn't show up bad, I ain't checking it no more today. Great truck sitting behind the building.
Okay, are y'all gonna listen to them a minute, or are you gonna, okay?
That guy right there, that white guy there, he sings every day.
Yeah, I've seen him a bunch. And then Ian is a good friend of ours, the guy on the bass.
Do you hear what they said about the little up there? He's richer than me.
Nobody can replace you. Nobody.
That's what I said.
Nobody.
Hey, that's the nicest person I've talked to today.
Hey, I'm gonna use number 9 now, I forgot to tell you. Okay.
Daily pattern.
If we need to try something, let me know.
She's the nicest person I've talked to today. Don't you
Let us
forget
try
it.
something real quick.
Don't forget it.
I gotta ride home with her, so I'll make
You're very good. I don't know what you're talking about. You were very good.
I've never been to that. You ever been to the Holiday Games? Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think this is working right. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Officials say 72-year-old Julie
Test.
agreed for a dime from her injury. Other injuries from the incident, including 40-year-old Jesse Pines of Boone, suffering leg injuries, 61-year-old Ralph Sunny Shelby, suffering knee and leg injuries, Adrian Turbison, 45, of Doolin, suffered neck and leg injuries. Another person refused EMS treatment and did not want to be interviewed by investigators. Authorities said Danny is charged with unsafe movement and misdemeanor death by vehicle. The press release wrote that the mayor foot race was canceled following the incident. An affected woman told WPAQ
Daylights come across the center line, kids go right to the race.
the man's side view mirror flipped him. Chastity Willard says it was her husband's 10th year taking part in the race. She sent us a statement. Read in part, "It's always alarming when you get a phone call and all you can hear are people screaming. Your husband's sobbing against complete chaos." That was my experience yesterday evening, right before 7 p.m. My husband was a runner at the Highland game. I was immediately relieved when I finally could hear the words, "I'm okay." I just wanted to come home. Another runner, Gary Bush, described the moment he saw the crash residents in Sheltontown.
I don't understand how they can do this. One Dollar General store.
There is one sign sits on the corner of Quaker and Westfield announcing an upcoming rezoning hearing. Those opposed to the plan have said the sign is often obscured by a bush.
I can understand if there's not no other stores, but where there was a couple, there's a store that they've been said that they put there. Has
Aware
everybody?
that the rezoning may be forthcoming. Therefore, a community meeting has been organized to coordinate a response. They speak to the planning board on Monday. They're meeting at 3 p.m. this Sunday. Picnic shelter at Shelton Church of the Brethren, 1065 Quaker Road, Mount Airy, to discuss their plan. Sunday's meeting will give us an opportunity to pool important information and develop a list of citizens willing to speak during the planning meeting. And according to Melissa Hyatt, president of the meeting, she and Heather Moore are planning. That's a look at the latest
Here we go.
for WPAQ and WSYD. I'm Kelly Everson.
A little bit cooler day, temperatures near 86 today, and more clouds and actually a better chance of rain. 50% chance of showers in the afternoon and evening. Winds start to move clockwise over the afternoon and night. Winds out of the west this afternoon, 36 miles an hour. By tonight, they'll be moving about northeast, and then we'll change things up. We're up to 67 tonight, but tomorrow, high only 74. And winds out of the northeast about 7 miles an hour. There's still 50% chance of rain in the afternoon and evening. Close out the weekend. And on Monday, partly sunny and the high around 81 degrees with just a 20% chance of showers. Currently 82 is our temperature. It's then to start to calm down a little bit. As Chris said, we're going to take you back to the Aerial Theater, the second half of the day's merry-go-round. Again, here's your host, Hubert Lawson.
Thank you so much, Bob King and Kelly Epperson, for the news outlook there. Well, right now, they've just about got things set to go. Well, welcome for part 2 of today's merry-go-round. They're from a little bit of all over here in the region. Crystal Creek.
Why do you treat me this way? Hey, hey, Very well. Let me introduce this fellow over here, Mr. Darius Flowers. He's from right here in Pilot Mountain area, so he's almost a neighbor of all you around here. We're going to get him to sing you a song right now.
There's a well-beaten path on this old mountainside where I wandered when I was a lad. And I wandered alone to the place I call home in those Blue Ridge hills so far away. I love those hills of old Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain far away to my Blue Ridge mountain home? Now my thoughts wander back to that ramshackle shack in those Blue Ridge hills so far away, where Mother and Dad were laid there to rest. They are sleeping in peace together there. Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain far away to my Blue Ridge mountain home? I'll return to that old cabin home with the sun. I've been longing for days gone by. When I die, won't you bury me on this old mountainside? Make my resting place upon the hill so high. Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on a mountain far away to my Blue Ridge mountain home? Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain far away to my Blue Ridge mountain home? Far away to my Blue Ridge mountain home. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to take just a minute to introduce this next song for you. This one we just actually started singing with. It's a good old stand. It's called Bury Me Beneath the Willie. So the guy's going to be singing is Jonathan McHome. Make him feel welcome, please. And on lead guitar right beside him is Mr. Asa McHome. So really make him feel welcome. All right, Jonathan, let's hear a little bit of Bury Me. Bury me beneath the river, wonder deep in the tree. you very much.
If you'd be all right, let's go ahead and take a real quick break, and we'll be back with more music coming up with Crystal Creek on the Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this.
I called probably don't need to move anything to that yet. Okay, I mean.
Thank you so much, Bob King. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, we had a great program with Hubert Lawson and the Bluegrass Country Boys for the first hour, and joining us this hour, Crystal Creek. Also want to make welcome all the folks watching on our YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning us in, and if you did miss part of today's program, you can go back and watch it at a later time. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. While you're there, you can find it on YouTube at WPAQ Radio Station. Back to more music now with our special guest, Crystal Creek. Jimmy, what you got picked out for us next?
Well, we're gonna get Candy here to sing you one. It's called River of Jordan. Candy's from down here in King, North Carolina, Candy Pie. So make her feel welcome for me, if you will, please. I hope you guys are tuning in listening to the Hubert Lawson bunch. Let me tell you, these guys have been impressing me for a lot of years. So they're a real inspiration to us. Good job, guys. Give me just a minute here to get this thing off my guitar. Me and the banjo man takes a little while.
It's too high for Candy.
I agree, thank you.
I think that was the right one anyway. We'll fix it. Just that better, maybe.
How many of you folks out there has heard of the Lewis family? Oh yeah, I see a few. This is one of the songs that we kind of ripped off from the Lewis family. We kind of fell in love with. It's called Hallelujah Turnpike. have a lot of fun doing that song.
Let's go ahead now that we are at the bottom of the hour, Jimmy, if that's all right. We'll take a real quick break for the weather forecast, and we'll be back with more music from our special guest, Crystal Creek, right after this. Will that be all right? You doing okay? Now, where do you live at?
Well,
Oh, okay. Is that where you're from? You was raised there? What school did you go to?
I went to Old Town School. I was raised.
At Old Town? Okay. My husband was raised on Lineback Drive. I think at the beginning, the family was the side. Grade school. Thank you so much, Bob King, and right now we'll go right back to more great bluegrass music here on Saturday morning merry-go-round featuring Crystal Creek. Go ahead, Jimmy, what you got picked out for us next?
We're gonna get Candy to sing this song that somebody told me one time was an old Hank Williams song, believe it or not. But we heard Rhonda Vincent do it and really loved her version, so we're gonna get Candy to do it for you now. But before I do, let me start over here. The fellow on this big old doghouse bass is Ian Richardson. Ian's from Stokesdale, North Carolina. You know, the problem is, I introduce him as they start to sing. He don't sing, so I always forget him. And then right next to me on this side is Randy Conrad. Randy's from King, or Tobaccoville, I guess. Tobaccoville, they're called. So give Randy a big round of applause. He don't sing. I can't give him sing lessons. We're going to get Candy to sing for you. Here we go.
On that
get Lynette to sing a Charlie Pride song. Can you believe we're doing Charlie Pride songs, Bluegrass?
Yeah.
This is called Mountain of Love.
Standing on a mountain looking down on a city, the way that I feel is a doggone pity. Teardrops are falling down the mountainside. Many times I've been here and many times I cried. We used to be so happy when we were alone, high on the mountain of love. Night after night I've been standing here alone, weeping my heart up to the cold gray dawn, hoping that you're lonely and you'll come here too, hoping just by chance that I'll get a glimpse of you, trying hard to find you somewhere above, high on the mountain of love. Mountain of love, the mountain of love. You should be ashamed. We used to be a mountain of love, but you don't feel the same. Way down below us there's a 500,000 people. Somewhere there's a church and a big old steeple. Inside the church there's an altar filled with flowers. Wedding bells are ringing and they should have been ours. That's why I'm so lonely, I dream up above, high on the mountain of love. Mountain of love, a mountain of love. You should be ashamed. We used to be a mountain of love, but you don't feel the same. Way down below us there's a 500,000 people. Somewhere there's a church and a big old steeple. And inside the church there's a mountainside. Wedding bells are ringing and they should have been ours. That's why I'm so lonely, I dream up above, high on the mountain of love. High on the mountain of love. High on the mountain of love.
We're gonna sing that out for Lynette's mama. She's a big Charlie Pride fan, so maybe we'll get to play this on the internet for her. She'll be able to enjoy it, so. I gotta look, see what I'm doing next, y'all. Blue Virginia Blues. We're gonna get Darius to sing again now.
Have you ever been to Richmond in November when the cold Virginia rain is coming down? And I'm here to tell you it's no pleasure when you're all alone and stranger to the town. Don't get me wrong, I do like East Virginia, and Richmond's full of hospitality, except for one Virginia girl I know of who made a perfect love break out of me. Virginia blues, there ain't nothing like the Virginia blues. There's no girls in the whole wide world that'll break your heart like Virginia girls. There ain't nothing like the Virginia blues.
Darius. All right. Pick us out something there. Little instrumental. All right. That's, I always get standing name. Paul's Mountain. We're gonna break down on this man.
Yes, sir.
Well, I saw you getting that on that day. He said, well, I didn't want you to bearing down on that song, was you, brother?
He looked like he was about ready for, I think he's ready for nap time. What do you, I just looked over, he was like a big yawn. Asa, is that right, Asa? Asa is doing a great job over here. I can't believe it. How old is Asa right now? Is he 3 years old?
He'll be 3 in about a month.
He's not even 3 yet? Oh my goodness.
Play the
Let's give him
guitar,
let's give him a big hand.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I need to nap. He's playing the mandolin also. Ain't that amazing?
Jimmy, let's take a break real quick and hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's program. That's Old Mill Music, and we'll be back right after this. Now, when we come back, we'll play till 1 o'clock, whatever that is. So I gave your phone number to a friend of mine, Mike Motley. He has a thing called Trading for the Master, Put in for the Master in Salisbury. So he wants to see if I can call you to book you.
Well, I think so.
Yeah, I give him that. He just takes negative.
We did one thing for us.
We can go to the train museum while you're there. That's a neat place. That is really neat.
I've been wearing.
Dan Rivers. Dan Nichols.
Is that in Salisbury? Okay. Well, they have this thing on Friday nights, like one time a month, that he's more happy. They have like they have a band and they have a jam session. So, yeah, it's good. Hopefully they'll give you a call. Thank you so much, Bob King, and I didn't even mention this. I had meant to put it on the sheet about the merry-go-round. The 200 block of Main Street is still closed where part of the Main Oak Emporium collapsed, but they have heavy equipment out there. You can drive in the 400 block where the museum is, and this block here where Snappy Lunch and the Earl Theater is, but there's no traffic on the middle block currently. They do hope to get one lane of traffic open next week. But all the businesses in that block are open, so we'll be open today till 4 o'clock at Old Mill Music. Right now, back to more music here on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. Crystal Creek, what you got picked out for us next, Jimmy?
Let's do a little Love of the Mountain since we're so close by.
All right.
looking up toward the sky. Remind me of my mom and my papa, who lived there 8 years before they died. Now the bright moon is shining in the valley, and old wagon wheels kiss the stack of hay. Two graves on the hillside like heaven, my mom and dad resting there today. Well, the burning of green wood on the fireplace, and the falling dove around the redwood trees, the branches of the laurel on the creek bank, and the rippling waters of that little stream. Now the bright moon is shining in the valley, and old wagon wheels get a stack of hay. Two graves on the hillside like heaven, my mom and dad resting there today. Papa used to talk about his old days, when he and Mama first settled there. He spoke of his love for that mountain that he and Mama shared together there. Now the bright moon is shining in the valley, and old wagon wheels kiss the stack of hay. Two graves on the hillside like heaven, my mom and dad resting there today. I gotta take time to thank both these two girls, because every time I get that deer in the headlights loop, they get me through it somehow. I forgot what I was supposed to be doing right there.
I can tell you.
Yeah, you
You're
get
lost.
you get old sometimes. It happens to you. They say it ain't for sissies, you know.
That's the truth, it's not for sissies. Uncle Peanut.
Yeah, we do a little Uncle Pete now, we're going to A, so get back time to. You know, I heard a story this week. I need to share that with you. You know, Ian went to one of them faith healers, you know, one of them people that, you know, pray over you, put their hands on you and all that stuff. We went to that faith healer, and he told him, he said, I want you to pray, please, for my hearing. So sure enough, that preacher, he puts his hands over his ears and he shakes his head, and he says a few words, and he kind of pushes him backwards like he's going to shove him on the ground. And Ian gets stood back up straight on, and the preacher asked him, said, well, how's your hearing now? Ian told him, he said, well, I don't know yet. He said, it ain't till next Thursday at the courthouse. Well, we better do something a little serious here. Uncle Peter.
All the people would come from far away to dance all night till the break of day. When the caller would holler, does he go? They knew Uncle Ben was ready to go.
here.
She's my little Georgia Rose.
Oh, you gotta start this.
I do. Yeah.
We're gonna try to keep this on mix. Here we go.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, there it is. Looking at the verse. Okay. Way down in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way down where the tall pines grow, lives my sweetheart of the mountain. She's my little Georgia Rose.
Come in, listen to my story. Story that I know is true. It's about a rose in Georgia and a golden horse and true.
Way down in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way down where tall pines grow, lives my sweetheart of the mountain. She's my Georgia Rose.
Her mother lived with another. Every life she had planned. The baby now is a lady. What her mother could not stand.
Way down in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way down where tall pines grow, lives my sweetheart of the mountain. She's my little Georgia Rose.
We used to sing love songs together. Watch her do her little dance. She'd smile at me when I would tell her that she was my sweetheart.
Way down in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way down where tall pines grow, lives my sweetheart of the mountain. She's my little Georgia Rose. Way down in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way down where tall pines grow, lives my sweetheart of the mountain. She's my little Georgia Rose. She's my little Georgia Rose.
All right, great job for our special guest, Crystal Creek, here on Saturday morning merry-go-round. It's just about up time to the top of the hour, and we're going to take a real quick break for station identification, also take a quick look at the weather forecast, and we'll be back with more music coming up on the Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this. Darius, I have a request for you to play Sally Ann on the fiddle from Donnie in Hillsville. Sally Ann? We're still here. There's two different ones. If you're gonna do it on the fiddle, they have to follow you.
Thank all y'all for standing out there and putting up with us. Bless your heart.
Thank you so much, Bob King. Appreciate you. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, having a great time here on the Merry-Go-Round as we do broadcast live from the historic Earl Theater, home of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall, each Saturday for the Merry-Go-Round. Just a reminder, next week we'll have the Apple Pie String Band and New River Line for us here on the Merry-Go-Round. Right now, back to the stage of the Earl Theater. Had a special request for Darius to play on to a Sally Ann. We'll send it up whenever the group gets ready to do that number to Donnie in Hillsville. And thanks for listening. Back to more music now on the Saturday morning Merry-Go-Round, Crystal Creek.
All right, Darius, let him have it. Boy, keep the stuff back there, you're busy. We're gonna do one of Stanley Brother tunes now. Darling, think of what you've done. Am I not the only one? Asa. You
know
did?
today.
Yeah, you
I
with her.
didn't hear you. I want you to say. Oh.
Yeah.
Your favorite song? Would you like to sing it for all these people? I don't think they heard you. No, I was gonna say, we just need to pack it up and go home. I don't wanna follow that. That was great, Asa.
The saddest song you've ever heard of.
It's the saddest song? Best
Oh,
song.
best
It's the
song,
best
yeah.
song you've ever heard of. That wasn't
That is a good one. Everybody loves that song.
That's
That's
right.
We're gonna steal one from the Gatlin Brothers now. She's a broken lady, waiting to be mended, and what's left of the pieces put back in place. Oh, love's like a fortress round the man she would have died for taking care, take care of him, yeah. But the lady's fortress and the water signs today can never get. Not everyone, God is joined together, no one else in the world belongs. But her love comes down and down, her world can crash down around her heart. She's a broken lady, waiting to be mended, like a heart in the wind, broken babe, broken lady, waiting to be mended, and what's left of the pieces put back in place. She's a broken lady, waiting to be mended, like a heart in the wind, broken babe, a broken lady, waiting to be mended, and what's left of the pieces put back in place. She's a broken lady, waiting to be mended, and that what's left of the pieces put back in place.
Great job from Crystal Creek here for you on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. Let's take a real quick break and hear from our sponsor of this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round program. That is Bledsoe and Associates. Tim Bledsoe and Associates specialize in helping you understand your Medicare needs and plan options, also offering free consultations. Call Bledsoe and Associates at 336-719-2228. We'll hear a word about this sponsor, and we'll be back with more music coming up on the Saturday morning Merry-Go-Round right after this. Jimmy, after this one, let's do two. If I don't take everything out, let's do two, and then I have James's area, and then probably be time for 3 more, we'll see. Y'all are great as usual. What's your last name again? Curry? C-U-R-R-Y?
A little flat today.
Thank you so much, Bob King, and right now, without further ado, back to more great music here from the stage of the Earl Theater, featuring Crystal Creek.
Here's a song that a good friend of mine wrote many years ago, and he's gone on to be with the Lord, and he told me that it was okay for me to sing this song, and I'm going to send it out to him and his family that live here now. It's called Little Brick Church. There's a little brick church in the hills of Ash County. In my memory I can see it oh so clear, where many friends and loved ones would congregate together and sing praises to the Lord that was so dear. Oh, how sweet are the memories of that little brick church on the hill. I trust Jesus as my Savior in that little brick church on the hill. I remember walking down to that little brick church house in the snow, in the sleet, and in the rain. But I could always feel the spirit of my Lord. He said my efforts would not be in vain. Oh, how sweet are the memories on that little brick church on the hill. I trust Jesus as my Savior in that little brick church on the hill. Now I'd like to go back to that little brick church house in those Blue Ridge hills far away. There many friends and loved ones have gone to be with Jesus, and I'll rejoice with them till the same day. Oh, how sweet are the memories of that little brick church on the hill. I trust Jesus as my Savior in that little brick church on the hill. Oh my goodness. I hope this is about the last one, because this is probably gonna kill my voice.
No, it's not. So don't kill it.
Y'all ready?
Oh, no.
There are stars in the southern sky, southward as you go. There is moonlight and Mars in the trees down the
That was great job from our special guest, Crystal Creek, on this second portion of today's Merry-Go-Round. And this part of the show brought to you by Mayberry Music Center, located right across the street from the Earl Theater and locally owned and operated by the Easter family. And they'd like to invite you to stop by and check out their selection of acoustic as well as electric guitars. They've also got bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and much, much more. Mayberry Music Center specializes in Blue Ridge guitars, and they are the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer here in the Mount Airy area, always giving a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of their Blue Ridge guitars, and you'll usually find there some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at Mayberry Music Center at a discounted price. They've got strings as well as all types of accessories for your instrument, and they offer music lessons as well as instrument repair. And if you stop by Mayberry Music Center and you don't see what you're looking for, please just ask them, because chances are they can have it for you in just a couple of days. And you'll also find there a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs, including titles from Mount Airy's own Easter Brothers and the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4, and on Saturdays they're open from 9:30 to 3. They're always closed on Sunday. That is Mayberry Music Center, historic Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, bringing you this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round featuring Crystal Creek. And Jimmy, looks like we got probably time for 2 more songs.
All right, I'm going to talk real fast then. I haven't introduced this little blonde-headed girl. Her name is Lynette Potts from Rural Hall, so please make her welcome for me. My name is Jimmy Curry, and I'm the oldest member of this group, so we're going to go with an instrumental now called the Clinch Mountain Baptist Church. We always love to end up on a gospel tune when we can. This one we're going to feature Ken down is called Blessed Jesus, Hold My Hand. This one's been around forever and a day.
As I travel through this pilgrim land, there is a friend who goes with me. Leads me safely through the seas, and it is the Christ of Calvary. This would be my friend and Lord, each day to help me through
Great job, our special guest, Crystal Creek. Thanks again to Hubert Lawson, the Bluegrass Country Boys. And until next week, this is Jenny Lowry signing off from another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round on the Voice of the Blue Ridge.